go with the foggy. There we go. Alrighty. Soultribe. I know y'all up. Y'all gotta be up. If not, wake up. Grand Rising. Alright, y'all. I'm just about to tap in real quick just so I can get a daily message. It's going to be a collective. I'm not going to break it down by signs. Because I do have to do Virgos. Virgos is the last. The last one. Alright, collective message spirit for my soul tribe for Hump Day, May 20th. We just moved over to Gemini season, so happy Gemini season. Happy birthday, my gems. My son's birthday is in 4 more days. Okay, spirit. Alright, so I got the message. You guys are in yang energy here. That's at the bottom of the deck, but there's a sense of deep knowing. Okay, so when we think about masculine energy like yang, that is a lot of action, you know, trying to find solution, not just thinking about it here. You could be trying to take action on something that has been ongoing or perpetuating itself in its life, in your lifetime. So with this situation, especially since I see her with the mirror here, there's definitely a sense of you taking some self-assessments at this time to try to figure out why certain things are repeating themselves in your life and actually taking action on those things. Alright, so with this deep knowing here, you definitely tapped into your divine knowledge or divine wisdom at this time, and just being aware of your surroundings. Not even just aware of your surroundings, but aware of your surroundings, aware of your center, of the things that's going on within. That's why it's called a deep knowing, because it's that knowing within. Okay, Spirit, why is deep knowing here for the collective? Why is deep knowing here for the collective? Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you guys got some type of new idea. Maybe a business idea. I hate when frequencies sound this messy. Okay, so y'all up in y'all head. I must be mostly channeling the energy of air signs here. Okay. Oh God, y'all. What the hell going on? Okay. Sometimes some of y'all need to release yourself from a certain mindset. I feel like that's something that you found within that has been perpetuating the cycle for you, because you guys have been stuck in y'all head. I feel like you guys are learning to look at what it is that you think about and like see exactly how your life reflects that, or how your thought process manifests in the physical here. All right, so you guys are getting out of the Eight of Swords energy. All right, you're adapting new thoughts and ideas at this time here that you feel like will be beneficial to you in the future financially. You may be super indecisive about where to go next. Like the first step was figuring out that you were in a negative mindset, or figuring out that you were in the wrong mindset. And that was something that obviously you had to take a look within yourself to see for yourself. At this time, you guys could be coming out of a heartbreak, but you still anxious about the world, anxious about what's ahead, very confused about the connections that you've been making. I feel like y'all just been focused on y'all money, focused on the way out, focused on not feeling trapped so that you don't stay trapped. I'm just feeling a lot of releasing. Y'all releasing yourself away from people, places, and things that are indecisive about you. because you notice that it's keeping you emotionally and mentally unbalanced. If y'all seen this card, y'all would be mortified right now. Oh, for real, because it is mortifying. Yeah, Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay. Yeah, y'all feeling stuck. A lot of you guys are unhappy because of a family situation. Why is the Eight of Swords in reverse? Releasing yourself from a family situation. No longer moving towards it. Stuck in indecision. I just feel like y'all stuck in heartbreak, man. I don't know what's going on, but this is literally a situation that you're trying to heal from, but you feel stuck. You feel blinded. You don't know what's going on. A lot of you guys are feeling an emotional loss at this time. Why is the Three of Swords here in reverse? Oh, I see. All right. Okay, y'all. So the reason why y'all releasing yourself from something that no longer serves y'all, okay? It's coming up as the Ten of Cups in reverse. So you dealing with a situation that's emotionally draining. Whether it's with family or whether you couple, I feel like a lot of you guys just released yourselves from a situation and no longer taking action in a situation that you was putting a lot of effort into. Okay? I feel as though it was a lot of indecision about the situation here. And that's what kept you stuck because you didn't know. You didn't know whether to give up on this situation. You didn't know whether to move forward. This can be talking about work, love, or anything, y'all. I feel like the reason why you can't heal is because you keep going back to whatever it is that is keeping you in the energy and not healing. And that's why you also feel stuck. Okay? Because I feel like you're repeating the same cycle because you're making the same mistakes. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Y'all so indecisive. Or somebody's so indecisive. I don't know who this could be for. This is like such a negative spread that I don't even want to put this out. I really want to scratch this, cleanse the deck, and move on. But honestly, this message was for somebody. Somebody has been indecisive about a love situation. It's causing you a lot of anxiety. There's a lack of healing in this situation. You keep leaving and coming back. You putting too much effort into something that you already know doesn't make you happy. That's the reason why the deep knowing is here, okay? I just feel like it's a lot of back and forth energy, and that's the reason why you're feeling trapped. And that's the reason why somebody's staring in the mirror, realizing that they keeping themselves trapped because they keep returning to something that they know is not making them happy. You're not getting a commitment out of this situation or a promotion out of this situation. And the reason why is because there's other candidates or people involved that have to be chosen between. So either it's a choice between you and somebody else. And whoever you're dealing with, or if you're dealing with work, it's like your boss doesn't know who to promote, you or somebody else. If you're dealing with somebody, this person doesn't know who to be with, you or somebody else. And this is keeping you in emotional lack. This is keeping you feeling emotionally drained because I feel like you're too focused on it. You're too focused on a situation that deep down you know somebody is treating you more like an option than they are a priority. I'm going to pull a second spread because I want something more positive. Okay, Spirit, let's get some uplifting messages for the collective. Let's get some uplifting messages this Wednesday for the collective. What does the collective need to hear right now? Message in a bottle. Okay. Alright, guys. So somebody could be trying to get in touch with you. And that could very well be the spiritual realm. It doesn't have to be an actual person, but when message in a bottle comes, that's messages in different ways. So a lot of us, we go by numerology. We see repeated numbers, we look up the meaning, we find out how that fits our situation. So you guys can be seeing repeated angel numbers. You guys can be seeing hearing the same thing over and over. But I do feel like there's a sense of trying to get a message through to you. If it's not the physical, I mean, if it's the actual physical realm and it's a person in 3D, then you need to check archives. You need to check your block messages and everything to see if somebody has been trying to get in touch with you. Some of you guys need to empty out your voicemail box, because if y'all been waiting for some type of opportunity, that person can't even leave a message if you miss their call. Okay? Alright, why is message in a bottle here for the collective? Then I'm gonna let y'all go. Ooh, okay. Now this is much better. I'm getting a King of Cups energy. Why is message in a bottle here for the collective, spirit? When I think of the King of Cups, especially in this deck, this is definitely a healer deck. This is definitely a healing deck. Alright? So, I mean, this is definitely a healer in this deck. Okay? So you can definitely be dealing with a masculine, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But what I see from this is like a shaman or somebody that heals, a masculine that heals. I'm getting heavy Scorpio, honestly. Somebody that takes their time. This is speaking of doing shadow work. It's time to heal from your shadow aspects. And what better time than to use some type of moon cycle, all right? Because I'm seeing the devil here. When I think of devil, when it comes to things that we need to work out, this is definitely shadow aspects. Addictions. Negative thought processes. The energy you surround yourself with. It's time to take a higher road. Develop the confidence necessary to heal, especially your confidence. Like, confidence is key in this situation. If you can see her navel is lit, that is the solar plexus chakra. Okay? So you guys could have a lot coming towards you, like a lot, especially with the devil being here. You could be tested. And I feel like spirit is trying to test how you react to things, how you react to negative comments, how you react to people coming towards you and either attacking you spiritually, attacking you verbally. But if you can see, she's basically turning her cheek to the situation. And yes, I know that's a biblical term, to turn a cheek. But what I really get from this message is that we have to learn how to be centered. You know, one thing about the King of Cups is that he knows how to control his emotions. His emotions are controlled. So that's the reason why he comes off as the king that loves so much and has an abundance of emotion and intuition and yang energy. But he always has a stoic look on his face. It's because all of the emotion, the yin energy, and the centering within him is controlled. He doesn't have to be all over the place crying and flaring his hands and stuff. He can just be emotional and exude that emotion in a positive way. If you can see the light beams that's coming off of him. So that's what you guys need to be in. King of Cups energy. Even with the devil coming straight after you. And I feel like they did a good job by making the devil something so good looking, because honestly, the most evilest shit in our life is temptation that's brought to us by something that's good looking or that make us feel good. Okay? In this situation, I do feel like this is more like attack. This is more like, I don't want to say attack, but if I was speaking for myself, this would be trolls for me. Like how trolls come for me, people leave unnecessary comments and things like that, waiting for a response. This is me taking a high road, allowing people to come at me with sticks and stones, but know that I'm centered and I'm confident within myself. So no matter what negativity comes my way, I stay in this energy. That's what Spirit is suggesting at this time. To learn how to be mature emotionally mature and control your emotions, to learn how to take the negative with the blessings that's coming your way. Take your time when it comes down to reacting to things. Think before you actually speak. Okay? Let's clarify the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? The Magician. You are in control of your own destiny here. And honestly, how controlled you are within your emotions determine how well you are able to manifest the things that you need and want. Okay? So some of you can be dealing with a Gemini here, but you finally figuring it out. And I feel like this is kind of tied to that deep knowing, the last spread, even though that spread was horrible, because somebody feels so entangled in negative thoughts. But here, this can possibly be the outcome. Somebody finally figuring out, looking within themselves to see that, you know what, it's the way I think. It's the way that I allow people's words to control me, or the way people treat me to control how I react. I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer feeding into that. And with that knowing, and then also with implementing this new knowledge, you're able to manifest more easier. Why? Because you transmute that energy and you create with it instead of like self-deprivating. Looking at things with patience, like I said, operating out of patience. With the Temperance and the Knight of Swords here, the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy. All right? In a reverse, that's like slowing down, being patient, being balanced. Yet again, I'm getting that light and dark energy, solar and lunar energy, yin and yang energy, polarity, balancing the things within you that can be offsetting your life, that can be delaying your manifestations. Using a perfect balance of intuition and illumination. I feel like missed opportunities led you to this. Maybe your lack of patience, or your tendency to speak too quick, too hastily, or too defensively has costed you opportunities to work with certain people or be in relationships with certain people. The Devil. Why is the Devil here, Spirit? Be selective about who you choose to work with anyway. The Empress is coming out in reverse. So this can definitely be a negative feminine figure around you. Somebody that comes off as a friend. A Libra or a Taurus energy. Or this can even be a male and like shadow feminine energy, like they yin, they operate out of like toxic feminine energy, jealousy, volatility, or you can have somebody right around you that's doing that. Okay, like I said, if you guys have any kind of business or something like that where people can give you like reviews or comments or feedback of some sort, and you just been receiving a weird wave of negativity, It's definitely somebody you know. That's that message in a bottle. Why are they doing this, Spirit? It's somebody you know. It's somebody that, like I said, they operating out of toxic feminine traits, pretending to be a friend. Like when you facing them, then they in celebratory energy. Yay! This person got a mental illness. Whoever this is mentally ill. That can be reduced down to even narcissism. Why is the Nine of Swords here? So if you've been wondering, if you've been wondering where all of this is coming from, it's definitely somebody that wants you to feel defeated because they do. So this is somebody that's jealous of you and competition to you, and they right in your face. And the same shit that they say congratulations about, let's say you open up a new business, you selling cosmetics. They go on Google, they review, that lipstick was dry as hell, it crumbed up on my lips, I wouldn't suggest nobody buy that. But there's the same person sitting there clinking champagne glasses at your release party. In my case, that would be somebody leaving a negative comment, and I'm like, where the fuck did this even come from? Because people be saying some weird stuff. I've had to block a lot of people this week, so this definitely resonates for me. But people been in really weird energy, just making comments about shit that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But this can be, I hate to say this, but for some of you, an ex-wife. This could even be an ex-husband, but he just acting like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because men don't do stuff like that. I hate to say that, but some of you guys have toxic parents. It could be a jealous parent. But whatever it is, they sending that junk rapid fire from different accounts. Even if you posted a nice picture and somebody said, you ain't all that. It was somebody you knew. And guess what? You taking a high road. Because guess what? You refuse to allow how you react to things make you miss any more opportunities. You don't want people to see you in a low light. And you can allow people like this to dim your light very easily in the past. Somebody that's supposed to be somebody that's great and inspirational in your life being negative and just saying shit to put you down so that you don't continue to do great things. So that you don't continue to be celebrated, okay? So that you don't continue to take action. Not only are they doing this out of jealousy, but they also doing this to discourage you from doing whatever it is that you was trying to do. Whatever difference you was trying to make. They want to stop that. Okay? Alright. Alright, y'all. So that's y'all message this morning. Just be very patient. Think before you speak. Don't allow other people's opinions to mold, shape, or bend how you feel about yourself. Look in the mirror. Say a couple of affirmations. Look your own self in the eyes and let yourself know who the hell you are. And don't let nobody try to bend and break that, okay? And I'll check you guys out on the next one. Peace.